Let's get our next guest out, shall we? They're a comedy double act who have already been dubbed the new Little and Wise. Let's see them in action in Peep Show.
I mean, my sister's just come off a moped in Zakynthos, and she might have to have a pin in her leg. And she flew budget, so it'll be a nightmare coming through airport security. The only airline that really understands is BA.
Oh, yeah, I know. They're great, aren't they? Here we go. My God, I'm going to have to learn to ride a horse.
Oh, this looks like a very sweet scene. Just what exactly is going on here?
Hi, Jez. I was just telling Mark about Tor and her moped.
You realise what he's doing in here, don't you?
Jez.
He bloody loves you. It's pathetic. I bet you've got a hard-on, haven't you?
What? No, of course I haven't. She was telling me about...
Well, stand up straight. Take your trousers off.
No, don't be ridiculous.
If you're innocent, you've got nothing to hide, have you? Come on, let's have a look.
No!
Let me feel it. It's hard, isn't it?
No, and even if it was, it wouldn't prove love. It's just a human body.
Oh, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mitchell and Webb.
It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby, to make a dream come true. Me and you. It takes two.
Let me introduce you in case people are confused. This is Mr. David Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
This is Mr. Robert Webb.
Hi.
Okay. Thank you for coming on. Now, we showed a clip from Peep Show there, okay, which has been on Channel 4 for many years now.
Oh, yeah. So it's like the last of the summer wine of Channel 4.
Just waiting for the episode where David goes down a big hill on a wheelbarrow with me laughing at the bottom.
Well, there was one where you got lost in the woods, which
Yes.
is not dissimilar to that scenario.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
all
we're getting
totally,
close.
Totally ripped off.
Totally ripped off of Last Summer Wine.
Yeah.
I was surprised, though, because I thought you guys, because you played the character so convincingly, I assumed that you'd written the show, which you didn't.
Oh, no.
We're almost always scrupulous about pointing out that we don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just pretend that, you know, we write the whole thing, but actually, no, it's Sam Bain and Jesse Armstrong.
Is it in any way based on you two? Because you seem to inhabit the character so comfortably, and having bumped into you only briefly in real life, you seem somewhat similar to the characters in the show.
To the two losers.
Well, no.
Two lives.
Unbelievably lost, clueless,
People who are at
selfish,
once
awful.
unhappy and self-obsessed. And
Yes, I
useless
suppose
with
if
women.
you know, I don't really want to get bogged down with the details, but you seem quite similar, and I wondered whether indeed you had inspired any of the shenanigans that take place in the series.
It may have been that the writers found two of the most hopeless individuals in the world and decided to take pity on us and find one environment in which we could thrive, one of self-mockery.
Yes. I'm also very much enjoying that Mitchell and Webb look, which is actually more your own product, I guess, because you write that as well as starring.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on Thursday nights, I believe.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
BBC Two. And it seems to be like people are now paying a lot more attention to you than previously, and it's almost as if, you know, you're being treated like one of these overnight successes. These guys, the big new stars TV. How long have you actually been together for, though?
52 years. but it's been such a joy. It looks like we're younger.
Just
Yeah,
young
do you
men.
know, it only feels like 12 years.
Yeah. So you met, where were you? University, or you
Yeah,
were
that's
working?
right.
Yeah.
And we started doing, you know, little shows as a hobby, and
Then ruined it all by turning it into a job.
Yeah.
So we hate comedy now.
yeah, and we haven't got a hobby now. I've been trying model trains, but I'm not really into it, so have to fall back on, you know, history and masturbation,
Yeah.
like my character in Peep Show.
You've got a tour coming up, I know that. Now, you're going to be living in each other's pockets, figuratively, OK, on the road together, leading the wild life, like young men do, OK? And you will get on each other's nerves occasionally.
Yeah, but I mean, we went through that phase years ago. I mean, it's fine. If we were going to have a massive stand-up, knuckle-busting row, then I think we would have done that in sort of 1996.
Have you ever had a big row?
No.
No, we like to sort of suppress all those feelings.
Horrible, passive-aggressive,
Yeah.
tetchy bitterness.
It's better to be passive-aggressive, I think.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I think speaking your mind is wildly overrated.
If you feel that something's going wrong, then you go, OK, fine.
That's how we write.
That's the best, that's the adult way of dealing with
I think
it.
this will be a good show. Do you?
Yeah.
OK, well, put it then. Yeah, right. That'll be fine.
Are you looking forward to the tour? When does the tour kick off?
Oh, yeah,
Very much.
It starts a fortnight. Well, no, it starts
starts
in
on the
13 days' time. It's a useful way of putting it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
Starts
in
30, yeah.
30. I have no other
The
unit
19th of
time
October.
other than the day. You know,
Just say in a couple of weeks. That'll be
couple of
fine.
weeks, that's fine.
You're a very precise person, I could tell.
Try and keep it precise, yeah.
And have you got it all screwed down and ready? You've rehearsed it? You know what you're doing exactly?
I think if we did the show tomorrow, it would be a up. But no, we've got a couple of weeks. We basically know what we're doing.
A lot of character changes, a lot of costume changes on stage?
Oh, yeah, a lot of costume changes.
Lightning fast
wigs
costume changes.
And hats and, you know...
Trousers sometimes.
Bits of set moving around.
Anyone else on stage with you?
Yes, we have James Barkman and Abigail Burdess, who are two very funny supporting people helpers.
And they're on stage with you. They do a little support beforehand or just on stage with you?
No,
They just get the bad parts in the sketches.
And they get an equal share of all profits, I imagine?
No.
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 They're not being paid, because this is a wonderful opportunity for them. they understand that.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the tour bus does get a bit messy.
Yes.
And
So it's
they're,
useful
they're
to
there
have...
for that,
Yeah,
you know.
And they can always sleep underneath it, because it's got quite big wheels.
Yeah.
So.
Also, the fellas, you're just about the busiest people in show business right now. I guess you're striking while the iron's very hot, in case it goes cold on you, I suppose. Not that it will, I don't want to worry you, but of course, you know, I've seen them all rise and fall, and inevitably after a rise, there will be a fall. It's a simple chemistry of celebrity. That which is hot must inevitably grow cold, and that which is cold can be reheated, but only very carefully and not more than once. So anyway, you're busy at the moment.
We should kill ourselves now.
No. You're busy at the moment, and you're making a movie as well, and I'm very excited about this. This is a film. It's written by the guys who wrote Peep Show. Is that correct?
Yeah, us.
Okay.
Sam and Jesse, yeah.
Can you tell us what the premise is of the film?
It's about two magicians who were a fairly successful magician double act, and then they fell out when David's magician cut the head off his assistant wife after he discovered her sleeping with me, the magician.
So he actually cut it off. It wasn't a kind of clever trick.
He did, but we didn't know.
It
we
was
don't know.
supposed to be a clever trick.
We don't
and
know
turned
whether
out-
it was murder or accident. Murder or accident. Accident. It's a bit like Quincy, really. Murder, accident. And then, but they get together 4 years later because they're both sort of on their uppers, and because they need to win a magic competition for the money.
Let me ask you about solo work. Because, David, you've been on any number of other TV shows, and at the moment you're kind of a regular on at least one panel show I'm aware of. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm on a show called Best of the Worst on Channel 4, and I've been on lots of them, and I like them.
You like them because you're good at them and you can show off on them.
Yes, thank you
that's
very
it,
much.
isn't it, Robert? You can, but you are very good at them, and you're a bit of a show-off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, we're all show-offs, aren't we?
Well, not
Look, we're
necessarily.
sitting here pretending to have a chat, like this is how we chat, and there are hundreds of other people there, and it's being broadcast. That's not the behaviour of normal people.
It's not normal.
You know? Otherwise, you know, this isn't how you'd arrange your living room. It's absurd. Where's
You
the
should be
TV?
using that space more effectively.
Yeah, have you ever been round to someone's house to give you a cup of tea and say, no, I prefer to sit behind a desk? You'd leave, wouldn't you?
Now, tell me about your projects.
I really better not invite you round again. OK, let's have a look at a clip. This is that Mitchell and Webb look. If you haven't watched it so far, then do yourself a favour and tune in. It's just about the funniest show on TV right now. This is that Mitchell and Webb look. Have a look.
Very well. They're coming. Now we'll see how these Russians deal with a crack SS division.
Hans?
Have courage, my friend.
Yeah. Hans, I've just noticed something.
These communists are all cowards.
Have you looked at our caps recently?
Our caps?
The badges on our caps. Have you looked at them?
What? No. A bit?
They've got skulls on them. Have you noticed that our caps have actually got little pictures of skulls on them?
I don't,
Hans, are we the baddies?
There you go. That's that Mitchell and Webb look. It's on Thursdays on BBC Two, and you're heading up the tour, as we've established, in 13 days from now.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
yes, count them down.
Approximately 13 days. And I'm hoping you'll be filming the tour, because those sort of
Yeah,
things...
we will, and
We
there'll
will.
be a DVD for people to take home with them and remember it.
You won't sell it on the night of the tour, though, will you?
No, I think it will be ready sort of halfway through the tour.
Because that's a bit tawdry if you're waiting as people are leaving
Yeah,
with
well,
your own little
so-
stall going,
Okay.
Yeah,
Say that again at home?
Jonathan, there's Christmas coming up, you know.
Thank you very much for coming on the show. I'm a big fan. I hope you carry on doing both shows. I love Peep Show, so please don't stop doing that. But that Mitchell and Webb look is great as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Robert Webb and David Mitchell. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on. Mitchell and Webb, ladies and gentlemen. Now then, let's get our next...